All right, good morning, everybody. Today is February 1st. It's about 11:07 in the morning. It's 43 degrees outside. Tuesday, I usually try to fly on Wednesdays and Saturdays, but big storm coming in tonight.
011 flight, give way to
and it looks like that the weather's going to be just totally crap the rest of the week, and the temperatures are going to really drop. So it'll be the high on Friday is 28 degrees, no, Thursday 28 degrees, and the low on Friday morning is 8 degrees. So I'm not going to be flying. It's too cold, too much stuff, snow's coming in. But I thought I'd do a video on a real simple VNAV. And I have to thank Roy for getting me to study that and start trying to learn it. Takes a whole bunch of stints to learn it. And it looks like it works. It'll work real well. I know my nephew, who has a 182 turbo, he flies it all the time. I just talked to him about it. So I'll set up the VOR Alpha for Berlin. Set up the VNAV. I probably won't do the takeoff. Maybe I'll show the takeoff. I don't know. Decide after get ready to do it. I'm still waiting for the oil temperature warm up, but we'll go ahead and load the procedure.
Taxi via Alpha
procedure.
Charlie, hold to runway 26 at Charlie.
Approach.
Alright, taxi to 21 via Alpha Charlie, hold 626.
Okay,
hold short runway 26, envoy 3903.
RG. And Berlin Regional, yes. That. Go to the VOR Alpha. We don't want vectors, we will go to the scroll VOR. Load and activate the approach. Bingo, okay. So now we've got it in the flight plan, and for VNAV purposes, you have to have these altitudes in, and they are. So it's like, this is going to be real simple because we'll just go down to 7,000, which is the final approach fix. That's where VNAV automatically will end. So we'll have that set up, see how it works. I will basically get back to you when we're probably at the VOR, and I'll punch the VNAV button on the autopilot and see how it works. So thanks for coming along. I'll finish getting everything ready to go and talk to you after a while. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about the how that VNAV works. What you've got to do for sure is dial in your lowest altitude you're cleared to. I'm at 8,000 feet, but I'm going to dial in 7, which will be the final approach fix. And I'm actually on Squawk and VFR, so the guy dumped me off, which is okay. I'm going to talk to him on the way back, but we do that. Then if you look over here at the flight plan shows us coming in at 8,000, which is where we are, and we then will do a procedure turn. We go down to 7,000, which is that final approach fix. So I'm going to push the VNAV button after we pass the Socorro VOR, which is right here, up in a little bit. So we'll do that procedure turn. When we're in the start the procedure turn, I'm going to press the VNAV button, see if it takes us down to 7,000. It ought to. Then that again will be just a simple VNAV. I'll try to do another video later where we do a little more complicated with more step downs, see how that works. But anyway, so these altitudes are correct in the flight plan. We've got 7,000 dialed in. Oh, and by the way, you also have to be on nav on your autopilot for it to work. But we've got about 30 seconds until we hit the Socorro VOR. At that point, I'm going to push the VNAV button on the autopilot and see how it handles it. Hopefully it'll work, unless I've screwed something up, which wouldn't be a surprise. Okay, it's making the turn. I'm going to push the VNAV button. Let's see what happens. It should give it plenty of time to calculate what it needs to do. Oh, while we're in this, I'll show you on the utility screen. Go to VNAV. It'll show you the parameters that are set up. And notice I've got visual speed 0 and all the other stuff, but it looks like it's going to work, so we'll see. And it shouldn't start a descent until after we pass the VOR again. All the weather's moving in from the north, and the altimeter is really low for this place, 29.89, which is way low for Albuquerque. So the good old autopilot, who is the best pilot I've ever met, is doing a good job of flying the procedure turn. And I'll probably cut a little of this out since it's extremely boring, and I'll probably come back when we get ready to cross the VOR, see if it starts descending. If it does, the VNAV is working, although I'm sure it works. It's just a matter of whether I got it set up right or not. And I can see the VOR down there. Switch to telephoto, see, maybe you can see it. A little white building down there. Alright, there we are at the waypoint. See if the plane starts down. And it's not doing it. So I've got something screwed up. Let's see. VNAV's punched. But we got VNAV up here. Oh, you know what? Maybe we haven't got to the point yet where it'll have the 3-degree glide slope. So let's just wait and see what happens. Because it does look like it's armed. That's my understanding that the system is supposed to put a top of descent mark on it. It's not doing it. And we've only got, we got 8 miles to SOAPs, which is the final approach fix, 4 minutes. So we've got to lose 1,000 feet, 500 feet a minute. That would be 2 minutes. Yeah, so maybe we're not to the top of the descent yet. We'll see. Okay, excellent. We're getting top of descent in 1 minute. So maybe it actually is going to work. So that's good, although I didn't put that top of descent point. But maybe that's some other systems that I was looking at videos on. Yeah, look at that. That's that right there. That's 7,000 in cyan. That is the VNAV. So I think it's going to work. Look, we've got the glide slope coming in. It's going to show the vertical speed required. I think it's going to work. Surprising me. Because I was just thinking about whether to post the video as a fail or not. Yep, look at that. VNAV is flashing. Going to start working. Very good. And down we go. Perfect. Very good. So, contrary to my belief that I screwed it up, it actually is working. And I'm sure that's in spite of me. Blend traffic for still 585, Narrow Mike 7 miles south of the field, descending from 7720 down to 56 or 5060, and it'll be a missed approach back to Albuquerque Blend. So VNAV is working as advertised. So as soon as we get to 7,000, it should stop. And then I have to just do a regular descent. I'll do that with indicated airspeed. So we'll see what happens when it gets to the final approach fix, which is 34 seconds from now. Bottom of descent, 1 minute. So that's where it'll shut off. And it is flashing, so it's going to shut off. So what I need to do, I think, see what it does. Okay, altitude, looks like altitude holds, but he's 7,000. So I do need to push the indicated airspeed, descent, pull back, put nose down. So that's what you have to do after it's hit the final approach fix. Pick your other method of getting down to the minimums. So everything looks great. That's it. I'll get this video posted as soon as I can. and we're going to be snowed in for a few days supposedly, so we'll be flying for a little bit. Anyway, thanks for coming along. See you on the next one.